Boom shakalaka, what is going on everybody? Randall here from Crypto Love. In today's episode, I am going to talk about why Goldman Sachs fucked us. Why they bent us over, put a strap on if it was a girl, and just right into us. Because 2 days ago, Goldman Sachs said, buy Bitcoin. It's a great time to buy Bitcoin. And exactly 2 days ago, the price plummeted. It dropped dramatically. So, in this episode, I'm going to show you exactly why Goldman Sachs fucked us, talk about how to prevent this from happening to you in the future, and also tell you why I'm still optimistic despite all this stuff. Furthermore, if you want to find out how to win a Bitmain Antminer S9 so you can start mining Bitcoin by yourself, stay tuned until the end. I'll share with you how to do that at the end. So, before we get into things, guys, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking the videos. Thank you for watching the videos, commenting, all that fun stuff. Also, this video is brought to you by the Monarch Wallet. Hold Bitcoin and now Neo and get Neo Gas. And guess what? They now have recurring payments, so you can set up recurring payments with Bitcoin using Monarch. So, pretty badass. Check out all of that stuff. And, well, what happened with Bitcoin? As you can see right here, August 12th, was that article where Goldman Sachs said, buy Bitcoin, great time to buy Bitcoin. Well, right after that, boom, price dramatically shot down. Dramatically. Now, we've been talking for the past couple weeks about a Bitcoin double bottom setup, and it turns out that this one occurred only 3% chance of it actually not working, but this was one of the 3%. 97% of the time it works, 3% it doesn't. This was one of the 3% that didn't, so that kind of sucks. But basically, as we talked about previously, once it touched this confirmation line the second time, which was right around 11,111, is the time to sell. Also right then, the MACD cross. So either way, if you've been watching this stuff, if you've been following it, it would have sold somewhere around there, 11,111. Now, we kind of predicted that the price would break out either up or down because we were in this little wedge here by the top of the descending track we were in and up by the confirmation line, and it broke down right now, sitting at about $10,505. Now, it looks, because it broke down there, it looks like we're just staying in this descending track that Bitcoin has been in since the high of June 26th, just kind of going up and down. The next places where we may stop. So one, if you take a look at the volume profile here, there is a bit of support here right around $10,500 to $10,600. But if we break through there to the bottom, probably going to be this support line here, this magenta one, because as you can see, it was support here, and furthermore, could be support here somewhere around the $9,900, $10,000 range. If it breaks through there, potentially down to the bottom of this descending track that we've been in. So, how did Goldman Sachs fuck us? Well, a couple days ago, there was this article published on basically every news resource and every YouTube channel covered it. Goldman Sachs analyst slides suggest now's a good time to buy Bitcoin. They said Bitcoin has a short-term target of $13,971. That's so awesome based on Elliott wave theory, which is so freaking accurate. That's sarcasm. But basically, I'll get into this later. They said that based on Elliott wave theory, we're looking at $13,971. Good time to buy now. And if we take a look at Goldman Sachs, I mean, they've been getting into Bitcoin pretty hardcore recently. They have a whole thing about blockchain on their website. They inadvertently bought stake in a Bitcoin trading desk. This was back in January of 2018, but they were part of the $50 million funding round in Circle. And now Circle you probably know because I think they own Poloniex, but also the USDC coin. All right, so Circle's big into Bitcoin. Goldman Sachs is part of that. But then, later, August 3rd of 2018, Goldman Sachs says Bitcoin is never coming back after they already bought stake in Bitcoin trading desk. But they changed their mind again. They continue because there was this whole fake news thing going on in September of 2018 where people were saying they're ditching their Bitcoin trading desk because Bitcoin's never coming back. And they mentioned some reasons why Bitcoin's never coming back. Saying the virtual currency means none of the three definitions of usable money and makes up just 0.3% of global GDP. It's declined 40% already in 2018, and it says that Bitcoin will continue to decline. So when there was fake news saying that they're ditching their trading desk, everybody believed it. However, that was fake news, and it turns out that the bank is still working on a Bitcoin derivative for its clients. So that brings us to how Goldman Sachs makes money. They make money pretty much similar to any exchange out there. Basically, because we continue to buy and sell it, they make money. They make a cut every time we buy and sell. So it doesn't matter exactly where Bitcoin goes. They don't care if it goes up or if it goes down because they're making money either way. Same way that Binance makes money. Same way that Bybit makes money. Same way that Bittrex makes money. They don't give a shit what happens with it. Same way that BitMEX makes money. They don't give a shit as long as we keep trading it because they make more money. And just to give you an idea, they made, I think, over $36.6 billion in revenues in 2018. So they don't give a shit because they're making billions and billions of dollars. And they're breaking all types of laws to do it. But as long as we keep trading it, buying, selling, as long as they can produce these articles that make us want to buy or sell, they're still making money. So that brings us back to buy Bitcoin on this dip, says Goldman Sachs analyst. Now, they suggest that potentially buying on this dip that we're in right now might be a good thing to do. Now, could it be? Well, let's take a look. They're saying that based on L8 wave theory, they predicted a pullback here and then the price going up. Now, the pullback should find support near $11,094, and it did not. Okay, broke right through there, broke right through $11,000. As long as it avoids contact with the top of wave one at 10,791, which it didn't, there's still room for at least one more leg higher towards $12,000 to $14,000. So basically, this failed. It's not going up there based on that. However, they're saying in the bigger scheme of things, it might be the first leg of another 5-wave count similar to the one from December 2018 through June 2019. That said, any such retracement from the $12,000 to $14,000 should be viewed as an opportunity to buy on weakness as long as it doesn't retrace further than a $9,000 low. So as long as it doesn't come down to $9,000 low, there's the potential that it could go up to the $13,970. So should we believe them? Well, this got me thinking. You see, back in August of 2018, my buddy Jacob Canfield published this thing on TradingView that became an absolute hit. Tons of people saw it. Basically, every time that CNBC said something about Bitcoin, if you would have counter traded it, you would have been 95% accurate on having the perfect buys or sells. Anytime they said Bitcoin's good, sell. Anytime they said Bitcoin's bad, buy. And you would have done absolutely amazing. So that was one thing where it's like, you can't trust what the hell these people say. Like Goldman Sachs, can't trust that they say buy Bitcoin on this dip. Furthermore, shortly after that, October of 2018, at Blockchain Shift in Miami, I met Rand Neuner. So in case you don't know Rand Neuner, he is a very prolific tweeter. He's got 109,000 followers on CryptoTrader. So he talks all the time about trading and different stuff like that, about buying and selling Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies. And he was talking with myself and like 5 other traders there, and he said he almost always counter trades what he says on there. So if he says Bitcoin, great time to buy, he's selling Bitcoin. Okay, so example number 2, why you can't trust these types of people when they say buy Bitcoin. And number 3, then I met Dahong Fei at NeoDevCon 2. I also met him at NeoDevCon 1, but I got a better picture at NeoDevCon 2. And in case you don't know him, he's the guy behind Neo, big, smart economy. Well, it was at that conference where my buddy Crypto Beatles said, you really can't trust what a CEO or someone like that says because they're always going to say good stuff, and you really have to look at the stuff underneath, which is example number 3, why you just can't trust what these people say. Because Beatles, he's a very successful guy. I mean, his construction company built most of the highways in California. He created a company that has an app that the U.S. Postal Service uses. I mean, he's a successful guy. He's also behind Monarch Wallet. So I trust what he says over all the rest of them. And so those are 3 reasons why you really can't trust Goldman Sachs when they say buy Bitcoin, because it may not be a great thing to do. However, despite what's going on with Bitcoin, despite all of the stuff that's going on, why am I still optimistic? Well, I'll tell you. Because in 277 days, we have the Bitcoin halvening. Okay? Basically, from a year before the halvening to a year after the halvening, there is a huge increase in Bitcoin's price. I've shown this before. I didn't feel like pulling together all the information for you, but yeah, price goes up dramatically. And why? Because guess what? There's a fixed supply of Bitcoin. It is deflationary. There's going to be no more at one point, and people freak out when they do this. And this halvening is a reminder to everyone that guess what? Running out of Bitcoin. So that's the first one. The second one is my favorite, the dickening. Okay, in case you guys didn't remember, John McAfee says if Bitcoin's not $1 million by the end of 2020, he will eat his own dick on national television. So, 505 days until the dickening when Bitcoin's supposedly going to be $1 million or he's going to be eating his own dick. But furthermore, Bitcoin time traveler, who's been right about the Bitcoin price in 2015 and 2017, predicts $100,000 in 2019 and $1 million in 2021. And furthermore, the 4chan person who's been anonymous on 4chan, who's been right 3 times, calling the bottom December 15th of 2018, also calling 5,300 on April 29th, also calling 9,200 in July 2019. Well, guess what? They also predict $87,000 Bitcoin by November of probably 2020. So all those things, but that's not it, because we have other people. Vinny Lingham saying $100,000 to $1 million per Bitcoin. Trace Mayer saying $115,000 per Bitcoin. Tim Draper saying $250,000 per Bitcoin. Cameron Winklevoss saying $320,000 per Bitcoin. John Pfeffer saying $700,000 per Bitcoin. McAfee $1 million per Bitcoin. Also Bobby Lee says like $333,000 per Bitcoin. So all of that stuff, because of all of that stuff, I'm not really worried. It's not a short-term game. This is kind of like a long-term game. If you just kind of hang around in there, in the next few years, we'll be pretty much set. So who the fuck cares about the Goldman Sachs? I don't. I certainly don't. And I think they definitely fucked us with that news because everybody was like, buy Bitcoin. And then here's the thing that they could have done. Because remember, they make money when we buy or sell. So they say buy Bitcoin, everybody buys, they make money. Well, guess what? They've also been buying Bitcoin probably at the very bottom when it was super cheap. They were buying Bitcoin way down here, around $3,000, okay, stockpiling it as most of the institutions were. So they said, hey, we want to make an extra $1 billion or $2 billion this month. How can we do it? Let's say buy Bitcoin and then sell off a whole bunch because they said buy Bitcoin, people start buying it and then they start selling it. And they make a ton because guess what? They bought it at 3,000, they sell it at 14,000 or 11,000, and then they make a bunch of money on that. So that's it for the episode today. I was hoping to make it short, but it's not short at all. And finally, for those of you guys who just stuck around to win the Bitmain Antminer, you can do that by going to cryptobeatles.com and you can fill out some information, enter to win one of 2 Bitmain Antminer S9s so you can start mining Bitcoin. Also, check out the Monarch wallet. Like I said, holds Bitcoin, 1,900 other cryptocurrencies. You can earn up to 10% interest per year. Now they have NEO on there. You also get rewarded NEO gas. And furthermore, you can set up recurring payments. This is the first thing where you can set up recurring payments using Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies, which is super badass. So you can like get Netflix using Bitcoin if you wanted to. So thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the episode, and I will catch you all later. Peace.